Hey there, beautiful souls. Whether you're focused on your career, your finances, or long-term stability, this intuitive career and money tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance and clarity. Let's take a deep breath together and ground into the present moment as we uncover the opportunities, challenges, and guidance unfolding for your career and financial path. Ready to see what's coming in? Let's dive in. Hey there, Scorpio. This is your career and money reading for mid-July. I've already asked for blessings for the reading, so let's get the cards out and then we'll connect to the energies. All right, Scorpio. Let's see, you got like 3 court cards here. Interesting. King, Queen, Page going on. You have 2 major arcana. You have the Magician, but you also have the Hierophant, but it's in the reverse. So that's interesting. And if you are going to get the 5 of Cups, it's great that it comes in the Resistance position because it's like it's flipped. So a very interesting, great energy here for you on the table. I mean, your current general energies begin with the Sun, clarified by that Hierophant in reverse and the Queen of Swords. Very interesting combination of cards there because it shows success and clarity. But that success and clarity really arrives from being able to break away from something that was really an outdated paradigm for you, some kind of expectation or some kind of restrictive system or some kind of beliefs or some kind of traditions or some kind of something that you followed as it relates to your career and finance situation. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I'm breaking free and away from that right now. I'm using my discernment as that Queen of Swords. And I am in a pretty good sunny situation, in a positive situation. So if something was some kind of expectations on you, and we live in a world of systems, right? A world of control in terms of systems like, work. If you don't work for yourself, I mean, you basically work for somebody else, and working for somebody else means sometimes we got to toe the line and follow the rules and play the game by their rules. And if that says, you got to stay in this job for as long as you do before you can move, like that's not, sometimes it's acceptable to us, all right? Because sometimes they keep us in a holding pattern because it's good for them and not what's good for you. Okay, but I feel like you're just broke free of that at the time of this mid-July, because this is from mid-July through to mid-August. For that 4-week period, I feel like this is where you really kind of break that cycle, and or you have just broken that cycle, those expectations, that restrictive system. And you're going towards something more unconventional. Okay, now for some of you, you could say, you know what? Yeah, I've just started my own business. I've just become my own boss, and that's where I'm going. That's the unconventional thing I'm doing here. Or you are now looking at some kind of unconventional career path. Something that would not be your norm for your role or your skill set. You might be saying, you know what, I'm going to take my skills, and what I would normally do with this would be job ABC, but I'm going to use it in job XYZ. Okay, so there's something there about, because of the Hierophant being in reversed, you're going to something unconventional, and or you could be questioning some traditional structures. You are refusing to follow someone else's definition of success. Okay, and I feel like that Queen of Swords says, yep, I see it, I know it, I'm using my discernment. You're sharp as a tack. Okay, and you're ready to be independent and speak your truth. Um, so right now, Scorpio, you're seeing things very clearly as it relates to your career dynamics, maybe to the workplace politics. For some of you, it's toward financial decisions, that maybe it's toward the way you're going to manage your money going forward. The sun indicates positive, warm momentum overall. Okay. And it comes through as like, this is all about authenticity and not conformity. Now let's get into your challenges. You have the Hermit, you have the Five of Cups, and the King of Cups. Like I said, if you are going to ever get the Five of Cups, it's nice that it's in the resistance position, because it's as if it's reversed. Okay. When you're saying it's in the resistance, it's like it's the negative of the card. Okay. So the challenge here for you is in the fact that you have something still lingering, and I'm going to say something lingering emotionally, that brought some kind of, like, it was some kind of disappointment or regret or sadness connected to the past. But I feel like you can see the other side of it, because the Five of Cups is in the reversed. So it's like, you know what? You recognize that something was a disappointment, but you're no longer willing to have that anymore. And you get this from being in this reflective state of the Hermit, or being able to kind of just say, you're looking at things and saying, I can recover from that setback. That is what you're saying here. I am capable of recovering from that setback. So the challenge really isn't that you can't recover. The challenge is allowing yourself to realize not to be stuck in that place. That's the challenge. And to say you deserve more. You need more. Because you have a new chapter that starts in the outcome. A new chapter begins for you, my friends. You are taking the leap of faith. You will take the leap of faith. And this is why I say you are saying to yourself, I am overcoming that setback. Whatever that setback might be in a career or in a financial situation or perspective. Okay. It could have been financial losses. It could have been betrayals for some of you. It could have been missed opportunities. Okay. It could just be exhaustion in the workplace. You are ready to put that behind you. And the important thing is that you don't fall back into that and let it continue to take you for the next 4 weeks through to that, because you have an opportunity here to break free of that. Okay. With that Hermit, I feel like some of you out there are just kind of processing your emotions internally. Okay. As opposed to, like, you're not really openly discussing them with people. Okay. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong in that. That's a good thing. Okay. because the King of Cups there says that you're trying to get some balance. You're trying to get some self-control. You're trying to put your head and your heart on the same page and say, yeah, my brain tells me this, my heart tells me that. You're not getting overly emotional and you're not being overly analytical about it. You're trying to get that self-control together. Okay? And that's extremely mature energy when we do that. Okay? So that is where, despite what has happened to you, or whatever's happened in the past, whether it was all those setbacks or what have you, despite that, situation, you're ready to move forward and can move forward. Okay. So, yeah, you're getting that self-control, that balance. Okay. And for some of you, the challenge might be just as simple as don't allow yourself to be isolated. Don't get involved in isolating yourself from too much or allowing the past disappointments to make you overly cautious about moving forward, about taking that leap of faith, about taking that next step, because that is what your outcome is. You have the Fool and you have this beautiful Magician that clarifies it, and this Page of Swords. That's phenomenal. Look at the size of the sword next to this page. I mean, it's like double his size, double his weight probably, okay? So it's like really wanting to be bold here, okay? A fresh start energy in a very powerful form because of that Magician, my friends. The Fool says, take the leap of faith. Leap into something new. Leap into that new job, into that new business idea, into that creative project, onto that educational path. Something completely different from a professional direction, whatever it might be for you. Okay, everybody's situation's different. Take it how it resonates for you. But the Magician is powerful. It confirms absolutely that you have the skills, you have the tools, you have the abilities, you have the knowledge to succeed in this new chapter for yourself. And you are curious and you're bold and you're ready to take it on with that Page of Swords. You're going to do the research. You're going to do the communication. You can do the networking. You can do the learning. You can do the strategic planning. Okay? So Scorpio appears you're entering a really interesting new phase there. Something where you can experiment with fresh ideas, some bold action you can take. You can, this is going to lead to some great growth for you, both professionally and financially. So it's like a reset that creates a far more freeing position for yourself or potential that, a previous cycle didn't offer you, but now it's here for you. All right, my beautiful Scorpio souls, that's it for today. I hope something resonated. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Truly appreciate your support and lets me continue to be doing these readings for you. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, I'm wishing you, as always, divine light and love.